Alright, I apologize to anybody who watched that previous video. It was just terrible. Step one for today, drop a motor mount bolt down the spark plug hole. That's probably the best shot the camera got too. Alright. We'll leave that there for the inevitable next time. Alright, I went ahead and I lifted the motor up this time. And I'm still not able to get this to turn down. Let's see, maybe I can. Maybe I can get in here and sort of clock it. No. That would be a no. And the strange thing is, I've got some play. I don't know why I can't get the bolt back into the mount. Oh hey, that works. All right, I think I got a way to do it. Thought so. Man. Alright, let's try this a little differently. Everything's been a little differently. That's weird. Now it's cockeyed. And I lost a bolt. I'm so stumped here. Alright, we're going to spud this. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use, actually I'll use this. It's safer. I'm going to use this in the bolt hole once it's partially lined up. That will help to leave the motor in generally the right spot. Or the mount in generally the right spot. Or not. This doesn't make any sense. The jack doesn't seem to do anything. I really don't like using this as my spud because it could mess up the threads. This is one of the biggest, dumbest fails I've had. Okay, I don't know why that one worked. And it still won't go in. That might be going in. Hey! Well, let's just undo what I previously did. Okay. Luckily, this one threads on by finger, so I don't have to go a millionth of a turn over and over again. Oh, that's a 17 anyway. Alright, use the correct size. Okay, going to give this that little extra oomph. It's not torqued to spec, but since that's not part of a normal procedure, I don't want to forget it later. So, next thing is I'm going to take this wheel splash off. I may end up taking this wheel off too. But I need to get to the rest of the accessories, the crank pulley, take that belt off. And there are these tools. You're supposed to lock the transmission and stuff. I've got this Ryobi Impact. I have never had a problem taking a crank bolt off. I took an axle bolt off of an axle that was just laying on the ground that I previously couldn't get off, and therefore took the entire axle and hub assembly. And it was just sitting on the ground. There was nothing to lock it in place. So, yeah, amazing tool. Highly recommend. Oh, there's my screwdriver. I'll need that. Oh, except that they're 10 millimeter. There's the 10. And, whoops. Alright, 2 bolts, 10 millimeter body bolts. Drop one on the floor. Set this way. There, how much access do I have? Oh, I think I can get I might be able to get the tool in there without even moving the wheel. Let's see. Oh, sharp metal on the knee. No, I don't quite have this. I don't think I quite have the space. Let me find what the right socket size is anyway. I might just turn the wheels. Car's sitting on ramps. Usually I can just turn the wheels and the ramps slide with it. Alright, the crank bolt is 27 millimeter. And yeah, I just barely cannot get to it with the impact as the wheels are. So I'm going to try turning the wheels. Yeah. They move just fine. Probably, I would not recommend doing that on any surface with any kind of friction. Alright. That came right off, but now the head of the bolt is in the way of me taking the ratchet off. Or the impact. Let's try this. Okay. Turning it some more. Okay. Okay, crank bolt is off. Looks like I need a 14, yeah, just a 14, to remove the AC compressor belt. So, let's see if I can do it with this. Get a different socket adapter. Man, let's get the 1/2-inch drive so I can reuse this same socket. I hope it's a 14. If it's not, let me bring the, well, let me actually bring the 12 and the 10 gun with me, because I might knock that oil pan off too. That's an 8. Where did I just put the 10? Weren't you guys watching? Oop. Lose another tool in here. Wow. Yeah, like I thought I just literally had it right here. Could have done that, who knows? Wow. Okay. Here I am spending time trying to save time. Okay. I'm not normally the kind who loses all of the 10 millimeter, but it seems to have happened. Just It just went. Okay. Yeah, I had to look at this again just to make sure I wasn't stupidly holding it. Okay, well, I guess let me do this and then take another 10 out. Ooh, I took it right off. All right. Easy. Our AC belt is off. It looks average. Like, probably put it back on. You know, this is what really worries me with the QG to KA swap. The clearance on the accessory side. I wish I had a full mock-up motor I could place in there up against where the mount's going to be, so that I could say for sure I've got the room for the accessories to clear. Yep, okay, now I gotta try and find the 10. Alright. New 10 acquired. Guess I could knock those out too. Guess what I just found? Okay. The turbo oil supply line. You know, I could source a section of, you know, just a generic section of stainless braided, cut that and put a couple of flared fittings on, just so I've got a flexible set to go around the valve cover. I don't know, it's not really high priority because it works just fine. It's just the only issue is it goes directly over top of the oil cap. It's kind of dumb. Oh, wow! And it found the one spot I can't reach. Okay. Oh, wait. Maybe I can. No. Okay. Worry about that later when it falls on my head. And I just wanted to confirm real quick, this bracket definitely does go through the timing cover, so the motor mount absolutely has to come out of the way. I was pretty sure it did. All right. Now this video is about to get its PG-13 rating. Okay. All right. Let's just toss these in here. Not like I'd have trouble identifying valve cover bolts. I'm probably going to reuse that valve cover too, only because it's pretty new, and if for some reason I made a mistake and shouldn't have reinstalled that valve cover, it's on the top. It's the easiest thing to get to. Alright, just while we're here, guys, take a quick look for any kind of shrapnel, wear on the cam. Anything that looks like it's going to change this into a much more expensive project. And best I can tell, I don't see any evidence of flat spots on the cam. I don't see it, you know, jumping and catching on the other side of the lobe. The buckets look fine. None of them look crushed, none of them look worn down. So I doubt this thing ever ran starved of oil. Well, I could potentially knock these loose now. Everything is attached. If I lock both cams and put, I don't know what size this is, you know, 7/8 or something, wrench on here and smack it with the hammer, with the dead blow hammer, that may knock it loose. I'd rather use the actual impact, which I think fits. I'm pretty sure. So, yeah. I have to take these out of the way, but yeah, it should fit. Alright, but my next step is going to be the oil pans, which are 10s, lots of 10s. So, I'll switch back to this set. Just like having that little extra reach. And my oil pan's got a drain hose on it. Alright. I do also have 2 jack stands here, in addition to the ramps that I've been dollying around, so, you know, don't worry too much about that. I mean, if you're watching this video and you see the car fall on me, don't call 911, that just doesn't make any sense.